What's up, fight fans? Welcome to my channel. This is Johnny, and in today's video we're going to be going over the statistics that nobody talks about when mentioning this weekend's fight at 168 pounds between Bektimir Melikuziev and Darius Fulghum. Guys, before I continue, I want to say thank you to all the new subscribers. Thank you to everybody who's been with me since day one. If you haven't already, could you please remember to hit subscribe? Could you also like this video? And right now, go down to the bottom of your screen, find the bell notification button, click that so you can be notified every time I put something out that's new. All right, guys, this weekend in Las Vegas is a great showcase fight for the 168-pound division between two guys who believe that they should be and spoken about at the top of the food chain in the division. One guy, the Uzbek fighter, one loss, Bektimir Bek the Bully. His only loss was to Gabriel Rosado. He got stopped a little while ago. Fight him again, got that one back, and won a decision. He's a southpaw fighter. He's technical, one-shot knockout power, and he believes that he's going to be a world champion in this division. In his opponent is an educated, skilled, trained, but very aggressive DFG, Darius Fulgum. The Texas product believes that a victory over Bektimir will propel his name to top rising contender status in the division. We know the division's kind of been handcuffed lately, lack of better terms, by Canelo Alvarez. We know that all those belts are going to be on the line in September at 168 pounds as he takes on Bud Crawford. So the winner of this fight, they truly believe, with a spectacular victory in Vegas this weekend, they'll put their name right in the bucket list of potential title fight eliminator opportunities, or maybe even a shot at the world title more sooner than later. With Darius Fulghum, this guy is an exciting prospect out of Texas. His fan base is rising. He has all the skills. If you look at him on paper, he's big, he's long, he's powerful, he's aggressive, he has a fun, fan-friendly style. The only knock on him, in my opinion, is has he been tested? I think with Fulghum in this matchup, this is a step up, and we're going to find a lot about him. With Bektimir, we've seen Bektimir be tested, we've seen Bektimir lose, we've seen Bek pick himself back up and get back with those winning ways. So he doesn't necessarily think that this is a step back. He feels as this is an opportunity to prove to everybody that he is the guy to beat at 168. So in this video, we're going to break down a little bit the resumes, talk about how they go about their business. Also, stay tuned to the end of the video. That's where I'll be going over the Las Vegas odds and be giving you guys my prediction. Right now, guys, let's take a closer look at the undefeated rising prospect out of Texas, DFG, Darius Fulghum. Guys, Fulghum's 14-0 with 12 knockouts. Out of 1,771 fighters at 168 pounds globally, he's ranked 27. Out of 273 in the States, he's ranked number 3, just behind Diego Pacheco and Caleb Plant. He's fought a total of 53 pro rounds and carries in the ring an 86% career knockout to win ratio. His adoring fans know him as DFG, and the 28-year-old American is an orthodox fighter standing at 6'1" with a 73-inch reach. He resides in Houston, Texas, USA. We last saw him fight Harris Jr., 22-2, stopped him in the 4th. Pearson, 17-4, stopped him in the 3rd. Alexander, 18-11, UD in the 10th. Olivas, 22-10, stopped him in the 4th. Fox, 28-5, majority decision in the 10th. All right, guys, it's no secret. We already spoke about it. Fulgum's camp, Fulghum will tell you, he really doesn't have a resume stacked with household names. This is 100% his opportunity to prove to everybody that he belongs, and this is the biggest step up in his competition. What's exciting for me about this matchup are the styles. Basically, how Fulghum has gone about his business his entire career, going against a southpaw nicknamed the Bully, when in fact it's Fulghum's style that is going to want to do just that against Bektimir. Bully him. He's going to want to take the center. He's going to have a technical defensive game, but he's also going to have a very precise offensive game. He's going to want to get on the front foot early and tell Bektimir he's not going to take a step back. Right now, let's take a look at Melikuziev's resume. Bek is 15-1 with 10 knockouts. Out of 1,771 fighters at 168 pounds, he's ranked number 23 globally. He is the number 1 ranked super middleweight from Uzbekistan. He's fought a career total of 76 rounds and carries into the ring a 67% career knockout to win ratio. His adoring fans know him as the Bully, and the 29-year-old Uzbek fighter is a 5'9" southpaw standing with a 70-inch reach. He was born in Shambek, Uzbekistan. We last saw him fight Stevens, 14-1, split decision in the 12th. To Bombay, 22-0, technical decision in the 8th. Fox, 28-4, stopped him in the 4th. Gabriel Zotto the second time, 26-16, won a UD in the 10th. Sierra, 17-2, stopped him in the 3rd. Bektimir Melikuziev is a guy that had a lot of hype, a huge upward trajectory early. He was going like this, and then it got stopped when he lost to Rosado. And this happens in boxing. A lot of times, you learn the most about a fighter when they go through adversity, especially when they're young in their career, seeing how they bounce back from that. And everything I've seen from Melikuziev, I'm still excited about him as potentially fighting for a world title. I think his style, how he adapts in the ring, his power, that's going to be the huge narrative. It's really going to come down to extremely early in this fight. I think as fans, we're going to see which one is going to get the other one's respect with the power, because as soon as that is decided, I think that control is going to tell us a lot who's going to win this fight. When I look at both guys side by side, Fulghum's going to be the bigger guy. He has the longer reach. When I think of high-level experience, the sort of moments in the ring that you could draw from when adversity comes, you got to give that to Melikuziev. Right now, I want to take a closer look at the Las Vegas odds. And guys, remember, I do live streams every day. This is going to be my prediction on the money line. Stay tuned to the channel. I'll be going over my method of victory bets and my long parlays for the weekend, not only on this card, but the rest of the card. Fight card in Mexico, and tonight we have Japan. All right, guys, my book down here in Australia is called Sportsbet. So wherever you are, let's pull your book out. Currently on the money line, Bektimir Melikuziev is the slight favorite at $1.84, meaning you put 100 on him, you get your money back plus 84. The draw is 16-1. Fulgum, you put 100 on him as the slight dog, you get your money back plus 110. So this fight isn't necessarily a 50-50 fight. All the tape I've watched on Fulghum tells me he knows what he's doing in the ring. He's a high-level operator. He has a very specific plan of attack. I really haven't seen any fights in which he's had to go to plan B, C, or D. With Melikuziev, this guy, everything you could say about Fulghum, you could say about Melikuziev regarding what he wants to do in the fight, what he's able to do with his offense, what he's able to do with his defense. I think the X factor is going to be Melikuziev's power regarding coming from that southpaw stance. I think he's going to take the center of the ring early. I think his infighting is probably going to be the story of this fight. And with my prediction, I feel on the money line, I'm taking the bully, Bektimir Melikuziev, to give Darius Fulghum his first loss. Guys, you don't have to agree with me in the comment section below. Who are you leaning with? This is a tough fight to call. In no way I'm 100% confident. This is not a gimme. Like I said, it's a 50-50 fight. Are you going with the bully or DFG? Also, guys, if you have... What's up, fight fans? Welcome to my channel. This is Johnny. And in today's video, we're going to be going over the statistics that nobody talks about when mentioning this weekend's fight in Mexico at light heavyweight between Manuel Gallegos and Khalil Co. Guys, before I continue, I want to say thank you to all the new subscribers. Thank you to everybody who's been with me since day one. If you haven't already, could you please remember to hit subscribe? Could you also like this video? And right now, go to the bottom of your screen, find the bell notification button, click that so you can be notified every time I put something out that's new. Let's get into this. All right, guys, this weekend in Mexico, we have a rematch at light heavyweight between Gallegos and Co. The first fight took place around 6 months ago in Philadelphia on the undercard of a Duran Ennis fight, and Gallegos went into that fight as a huge underdog. We know Co is the matchroom prospect. We know Eddie Hearn hasn't had that great deal of luck with American prospects that he's been promoting, and Co went in there and got dominated. Now, in my film study for this rematch, I've been getting information from both sides. People in the Co camp have been messaging me, telling me that he wasn't right for that fight. They didn't want to go into great detail, but they expect great things from him in the rematch. People on the Gallegos side said that that version of him that the world saw is who he is. We've seen him get beat before, but he is 2-0 at light heavyweight, and this version of him is stronger, more durable. We know that he lost a fight getting hit to the body at 168 pounds, but like I said, 2-0 at 174 since he moved up, and he does look strong, and he looked great in their first fight. So in this video, we're going to break down both guys' careers. We're going to talk a little bit about how they go about their business, the pros and cons, how they can win this fight. Also, stay tuned to the end of the video. I'll be going over the Las Vegas odds and be giving you my prediction on telling you where to put your money. Guys, rematches are always kind of exciting for me to cover on this channel. You never know how they're going to go. Most recently, we had the rematch in the UK at heavyweight between Johnny Fisher and Allen. We know Fisher won the first one, even though it was controversial. And we know the rematch, Allen looked great and knocked Fisher out. You never know how these fights are going to go. Watching tape on both guys, Coe is skilled, Coe is talented. His camp still holds him to a really high regard. There's a lot of people who believe in him. Will he be able to make the proper adjustments only 6 months out from that devastating finish? Only time will tell. With Gallegos, this guy looks like a man on a mission. He feels that he could be one of the best in the world at the light heavyweight division. We know with Gallegos, that pressure, that power, that typical Mexican style, and a light heavyweight in a rematch in which in the first fight he won by stoppage. I think it's going to be a tough task for Coe, a tough hill to climb for him to become the victor. So right now I want to take a closer look at what's at stake this weekend in Mexico. All right, guys, after just 12 pro fights, it feels as though Khalil Co is already in a must-win clash as he ventures south of the border in pursuit of vengeance in a rematch with hard-hitting Mexican Manuel Gallegos. Co 9-1-1 with 7 knockouts, turned pro with high expectations, famously being the only man to stop two-time Olympic gold medalist Julio Cesar La Cruz as an amateur. Yet, the New Jersey-based light heavyweight failed to impress in his first 4 fights and surprisingly drew with Aaron Casper in his second pro fight. However, Co then began to adjust to life in the paid ranks well and seemed to be improving in each fight across the last couple years. First scoring a second-round knockout of Kwame Ritter to pick up the WBC USA light heavyweight title back in July, before an attempted first defense against Gallegos. As is so often with the case with overlooked Mexicans, Big Stepa fell into the same timeless trap that many fighters have done before and that many will do in the future, becoming yet another huge favorite to be stopped by a Latino underdog. Co was unable to live with the power and pressure, dominated and dropped by El Mano on 4 occasions, the last of which caused referee Eric Daly to wave off the contest, awarding the challenger both a career best win and upset of the year contender. Much to his credit, Co has opted for an immediate rematch and now faces Gallegos in Guadalajara, Mexico. Offered a redemptive second attempt at claiming revenge and regaining some momentum, the one-sided nature of their first encounter means Co must make some major changes, if he is so, to level the scores. It's fairly obvious what Gallegos must bring to the table and what he brings to the table. Relentless pressure, power in both hands, and the typical fighting spirit possessed by the proud fighters of Mexico. The question is, though, can Co make the adjustments and negate those threats in such a short amount of time? Guys, this is going to be the main narrative. We've seen this fight before. We've seen how this plays out. It's pretty interesting at the moment where the odds are, but stay tuned. We'll get to those in a minute. Right now, I want to take a closer look at Khalil Co and see what he's been up to. Guys, Co's 9-1-1 with 7 knockouts. Out of 1,113 light heavyweights in the world, he's ranked number 60. He's fought a career total of 45 pro rounds, and he carries into the ring a 78% career knockout to win ratio. His adoring fans know him as Big Stepa, and the 28-year-old American is a 5'10" orthodox fighter. He resides in Flemington, New Jersey, USA. We last saw him fight Gallegos 20-2. He got stopped in the 9th. Ritter 11-1, stopped him in the 2nd. Asuna 20-0, stopped him in the 2nd. Evans 10-1, stopped him in the 2nd. Bisla 7-0, stopped him in the 7th. So guys, we know about the fight game. We know about the weight expectations put on these fighters. We know what height can do to a fighter if it goes the opposite way. These are all the questions that we're going to have to get answered this weekend. More importantly, that Co is going to have to answer when he fights for this rematch. I already told you, he put his hand up. He asked for this. So cheers to him. People have been messaging me that said that he didn't have a lot of things in place in terms of how he was living outside of the ring, some of the lifestyle choices he was making, why he ran out of gas, claiming his cardio was an outcome of lack of preparation. So we'll see. His people believe that he can make those adjustments and turn the tables on Gallegos. Only time will tell. Right now, let's take a look at the Mexican Manuel Gallegos and see what he's been up to. Guys, Gallegos is 21-2-1 with 18 knockouts. Out of 1,815 light heavyweights in the world, he's ranked number 27. He's fought a total of 89 career pro rounds and carries into the ring an 86 career knockout to win ratio. His adoring fans know him as El Mino, and the 27-year-old Mexican is a 6'3" orthodox fighter residing from Los Mochis, Sinaloa, Mexico. We last saw him fight Khalil Co, 9-0, stopped him in the 9th. Diego Pacheco, 18-0, he got stopped in the 4th. Vandisklin, 13-0, majority draw in the 10th. Morikoy 7-1 stoppage in the second. So guys, that Morikoy victory was his first fight at light heavyweight. He won that fight. He then took 2 fights at 168. One was a draw, and the one he got stopped against Pacheco before he moved back up to light heavyweight and fought Coe the first time and looked great doing so. I fully expect to see him stay at 174. He's broken into the top 25 rankings. The guy has power in both hands. He has that relentless pressure. He's always going to have that gas tank. And at light heavyweight, he poses a lot of problems to a lot of fighters at this stage of his career. He's going to go into this fight thinking business as usual. He's not really going to have to change much of the game plan. I feel the holes that Coe is going to have to fill are going to be a little bit more drastic than the game planning and execution of Manny Gallegos. This is how he fights. When I look at these guys side by side, Gallegos is going to be the bigger guy. He's going to be the taller guy, bigger reach. They're around the same age. The interesting thing going into a rematch is, especially when the first fight ends in a stoppage, he got dropped multiple times. The psychological impact that has on a fighter going into a rematch, we can't talk about that enough. I feel that's going to play a major role. I'm actually quite interested, I don't want to say the word shocked, on the Las Vegas odds. We do know the odds makers, guys, when we get these odds, are strictly based on where the money is coming in at. So right now, I want to take a closer look at those odds. Guys, stay tuned to the channel tomorrow. I'll be doing my live stream in which I'll be giving you my method of victory prop bets and parlays. Right now, I'm just going to focus on the money line. All right, guys, wherever you are in the world, let's pull your sports book out. I currently use the app down here in Australia called Sportsbet. And on the money line, the favorite is Khalil Co. He's $1.70, meaning you put 100 on Co to win, you get your money back plus 70 bucks. Gallegos, the guy who won the first rematch, he's at $2.30, meaning you put 100 on Gallegos, you get your money back plus 130. The draw is 16-1. Guys, stay tuned to the channel. I think there's some pretty exciting method of victory bets on this specific fight. I'll get into that tomorrow on the live stream. Right now with my prediction, I've been torn all week. I've been looking at this fight all week, specifically the comments I've been getting, you guys telling me who's gonna win in my own film study. I'm going with my prediction, just like we saw in the first one. I think Gallegos is gonna be too much for Coe. I don't know if Coe is the guy that everybody thought he was. I don't know what version everyone's waiting to see from him. I just don't know if he's gonna have it in Mexico. We know about what elevation does. He already had cardio issues in the first fight in Philly. People know about training at elevation in Mexico. The Mexican fighters all have amazing gas tanks. You apply that with the pressure and the power that Gallegos has and the stylistic matchup. One more thing, Gallegos winning the first fight by stoppage. I think this is great value. I think this is great money. I think the odds makers have it wrong on this. I like Manuel Gallegos to beat Khalil Co. Guys, this is not an echo chamber. I know a lot of you guys are picking Co to win right now in the comment section. Let me know who you see winning this rematch.